Welcome to Happy Wife, Happy Life. We're your hosts. I'm Kendahl Landreth.
And I'm Jordan Myrick.
And we are two incredibly unqualified,
but deeply in love comedians who are here to help you with all things relationships.
And on today's episode, we're talking all about celebrating.
Because today is Kendahl's birthday!
Yay!
Kendahl, happy birthday.
Thanks. What was it, yesterday?
It was technically yesterday, yeah.
Technically yesterday.
This episode comes out the day after your birthday.
Oh my God. Wow, it's kind of fun. It feels like it really is my birthday.
Yeah, I know. Tell me what we're doing for your birthday.
We are going to go to Mexico.
Yeah, so when you hear this episode, when you watch this episode, we will be in Puerto Vallarta. Can you believe it?
I'm going to have like a coconut in my hand.
Wow.
I've always wanted that. It's like my dream is to drink out of like a coconut. I've always wanted that. What?
That really makes you sound like Anna Faris in House Bunny.
I just have always wanted that. And we're staying at an all-inclusive resort, which I've never done.
I know. That's your real dream.
Yes.
What do you mean drinking out of a coconut? You could drink out of a coconut here.
I haven't been offered, that's for sure.
No, Kendahl's always wanted to go to an all-inclusive resort.
Yes, we're in Puerto Vallarta. It's so exciting. As you're hearing this, I'm in Mexico. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm like so over the moon excited for it.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I'm able to do that.
And you know what we have to do, maybe we even do it here. Every time it's someone's birthday, I always ask them the birthday questions.
Oh, do you want to do it now?
Sure.
It's a little early.
I know, but we'll do it again. Let's do it again.
Early.
We'll do it now, and then we'll do it again in like real life, and I'll give like crazier answers. Maybe.
Got it. Okay.
So every time it's someone's birthday, when we go out to dinner, I always ask them these questions. Mm-hmm. So say them. You have to ask me. Like I'm not even like you brought it up.
Got it. Kendahl, what was your favorite part of this birth year?
Oh my gosh. I would say, that's really tough. We've already done so many fun things. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite parts was when we just went to Maine. It's also hard because it's what I remember, which was like 2 weeks ago.
Your favorite anything is always the most recent thing we did. We ate, we saw.
I mean, we went to Japan this year, which was like amazing. So there was, but that's like not a moment. It was just like all so fun. But we just went to Maine and I had such a nice time. We would like kayak in the mornings and then I would come inside and sit on the couch and I would like write my novel I'm working on, which is like just fun. And I feel like sitting there with you guys, like I've always been like, this is why I was made to be like the mother of 8, where I'm like, my favorite thing is being by myself, but hearing like a loud house. So like I was writing my book and was completely like in solitude. And then there was a table of our friends playing a board game. And then you and Andrew were watching a documentary and everyone was like laughing. I think that was like my favorite moment.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most in your next birth year?
Probably... I was going to say probably. So August 2025 is where let's see.
That's the cutoff.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to. Oh my God. I mean, we're going to Europe.
We are going to Europe.
I'm probably most excited for that.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to go to like Germany and stuff.
I love that.
I'm excited.
Germany and stuff.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Germany and
you almost said it.
I was gonna say Dutch, which is not a place. So I actually wasn't. Denmark.
Yeah.
Do they speak Dutch in Denmark?
No.
They speak Dutch in Germany?
No.
They speak Dutch in. This is horrible.
Where do they speak Dutch?
I don't know. Clearly, if I knew, I would have said it already.
In the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands. All right. Yeah. Cool. What do they speak in Denmark?
Danish.
Danish. Yeah, I knew that. Okay. I actually did know that one.
Sure. What do they speak in Germany?
German. I mean, it feels weird when they throw it off. It's like, well, in Japan, they speak Japanese. And then here, when a country's name, it's like, make your language. I know it's more complicated than that.
I mean, we're like that. We're American.
Yeah, I don't like that.
English.
I think we should, I'm not going to say American. But
you think we should speak
mean?
American?
No, but I do think it's easier when it's like, oh yeah, Germans speak German. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Obviously, that's pretty complicated, but that's just confusing. It throws me off.
Kendall's petitioning other countries too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. One more. Remember, I asked, what did you learn?
Oh, yeah. What was the best thing you learned this past birth year?
I learned to take control.
Okay. Of what?
My life. I think I felt in the past like I have no control over what happens to me because my and not even like I'm a very can-do type of lady, but in terms of like I always felt sick and I always felt like I was like going like for example like I always wanted to like take my health more seriously. Yeah. And then this year I was like, well, why am I acting like it's something I can't do? Because it felt like that. Like if someone was like, oh, I go to the gym all the time, I'd be like, oh, I just can't do that. And it's like, why? So now I go to the gym all the time and it's like fun. And then I felt like with reading, I was like, I can't read. Like I just am bad at reading. And then this year I probably read like 50 books now because I was like, whatever. If I'm bad at reading, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to do it.
I don't think you read 50 books.
I literally think I have. I'm going to go through at the end of the year and go on my Goodreads and see how many I've read because I think it's getting close to 50. Think about all the books I've read.
You don't have a Goodreads.
No, I know. I'm going to get one and then go through
we're going to make
and
one
see how many books I've read because I think it could be close to 50.
Wow. Well, I'm really proud of you. I'm very proud of you in general.
I feel like when it comes to even just like my ADHD, like I struggle with so much. And this year I was like, you know what? I'm going to make like I'm going to figure out how to like hack it and like through therapy too, like of ways to make my life go more smoothly. And I just feel like in general I'm like taking charge more and acknowledging I have things that I struggle with but not using them, or at least continuing to work on not using them as like a crutch in a way that only is negatively affecting myself.
I think that's great.
Because if I have a learning disability, that is totally valid, but it doesn't matter when I'm just reading. Like I still can get better at reading. Like you can still improve even if you already have a problem with something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think I used to think like, oh, some people are just born wanting to go to the gym or wanting to take care of their health. And it's like, no, that's like a choice you can make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways. And like there's no outcome I'm looking for. Like none of these I'm like, and I want to end up like this. I've built a lot of habits this year.
I think you have to. You've really inspired me. I want to try to build more habits.
Yeah. I feel like like I was saying the other day because I know there's that thing we always can make fun of because it's way too intense, but it's what is it, 75 hard or whatever?
Oh yeah, 75 hard.
And I remember like 2 years ago, someone explaining to me 75 hard, which is like this challenge you can do. I always think stuff like this kind of silly because it's just like so unsustainable. But
I mean, 75 hard is wild. It's you
really
do
hard.
2 45-minute workouts a day. You're on some kind of diet. You
read every day.
Drink. You read a certain amount every day, whatever. And you can't skip a day or make a mistake or else it starts over.
And so anyways, 2 years ago, though, when someone explained to me, I was like, oh, that's impossible. Those are all things I've never done ever. So I would literally have to change my entire life. And I was saying to you the other day that I was like, I don't want to do 75 hard, but I was like, it is nice thinking about it because I'm like, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard for me, to be honest, now. Like the only thing that would be hard would be like the skipping days because ever so often it's like if I'm on a vacation,
well, yeah, you're also not supposed to exercise every single day.
No, but I guess in 75 hard, it's like, well, you could just go on a walk or you could just whatever.
No, you're supposed to be doing 2 45-minute exercises.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I guess walking is exercise.
Yeah, but you know that those people that are doing that are not just being like, take a nice walk.
I don't know. But I was just saying it's nice now looking back like 2 years ago, that felt so crazy to me. And now I'm like, oh, I feel like I would easily, like, I feel like I kind of do that most days anyways, most of that stuff. Like read and do.
Yeah, you read and you exercise.
Yeah.
No, 75 hard is unwell.
Yeah. Just because it's like sometimes you need a break. Or like, what if you get sick or something? I don't know.
Yeah, 75 hard is for maniacs. Sorry.
Anyways, that's what I'm proud about. So I think I have a lot to celebrate this year for my birthday. I think I did a good job this year.
I think you did a great job. I'm so proud of you. I love you.
I think I just grew a lot and I'm very different than when I turned 24.
Yes, I agree. Are you ready for some questions?
Yeah. Oh, so this episode we're talking about celebrating.
Yeah, dating and celebrating.
Dating and celebrating. All right.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, what's your favorite thing about me for my birthday?
My favorite thing about you?
This year. What's a moment? Now I'm turning it back on you.
Uh-oh.
Well, I forgot that this was going to come out on my birthday, so now I'm in full birthday mode. Which I'm diva on my birthday, so like we will be talking about me this entire episode.
Only on your birthday. What is my favorite thing about you this year?
What's a moment that you were like, awesome?
Well, I mean, I had surgery on both my feet and then have been in and out of a wheelchair for the last like year, and you've taken such great care of me.
Oh, you miss those sponge baths?
Yeah. I do. Okay. This person says it's hard to celebrate anniversaries / B-days and holidays because we're broke. Help.
That's because we're bros.
Because we're bros. Me and my bros can't celebrate because we're too tight.
Yeah, man, I mean, yeah, that's a bummer. It's hard. That sucks.
And that's why we're a help podcast, because we're giving that kind of hard-hitting information. No, I think you just got to get a little more creative. I'm a big proponent, as cheesy as it sounds, Google free things in and then put the name of your city. You will find some stuff. You will find out that like the museum that's in your town on Wednesdays is free after 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Whatever. You'll find things like that. A lot of theaters do like $5 movie Tuesdays now. That's a big thing that like a lot of movie theaters are doing. I think it just takes a little more research and a little more time. I think it's easier to celebrate and to gift the more money you have. But I think it can be so indicative of how much you care if you really spend time planning something fun.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially like there's so many, it's just about the intention if you're in a good relationship. I also, this is more of a hack that isn't as like cute where it's like, oh, just love each other. This is something that I've found is really helpful, is saving your decorations for stuff, because we have like a box that's like the birthday box, for example, which we don't decorate for an anniversary, but I feel like for birthdays.
Yeah.
So it's like every time we get, you know, you have the thing that says like happy birthday that you hang up, or you'll have these
streamers.
I get some streamers, or I had like for your last birthday, I got these things that were like little dog, like they were so cute. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
They were like, you hang them up and they're just little dogs and they look so cute. Anyways, keeping all of those, which some of them feel so like one and done throwaway because they're made of like nothingness. But if you really like put them in a place where they're not going to get injured and hurt, those like have really come in clutch, especially like, you know, it's like your roommate's birthday and you're like, oh my God, I forgot it was my roommate's birthday.
Yes.
Decorate, even just like putting up a couple streamers makes that person feel so special. Like I feel like if I woke up and there was like one balloon in my house, I would be like, oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah, it feels very fun. I would also say nix gifts and do an experience.
Yeah.
I think it is more fun. And I think if you have a birthday where you only have gifts, but you don't do anything fun, it feels kind of like, ugh. But I think if you have a birthday where you don't get gifts, but you do a fun thing, that feels good.
Yeah. Like I think too, just making that person feel, to me, I try to think about those holidays, which is obvious, this is what they are, but like a birthday is like, we're celebrating you as a person. An anniversary is like, we're celebrating us as a couple, not each of us individually. Because I think sometimes people can get like that. We're like, it's our anniversary and you got me this and I got, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it's like celebrating the relationship. So a free thing you can do is like talking about those things. That's why I love the birthday questions.
Yes.
Like give them a moment of spotlight attention where it's like, let's talk about your goals. Like maybe they don't like that, but let's talk about let's go around the table. I love doing that at a birthday. Like everyone say your favorite thing about the person. I know some people hate that, but it's like, it makes it feel like a birthday. On your anniversary, talk about like, what are 3 moments this year that you just like, were so special for us as a couple.
Yeah. You can gather people for free in a park and like play volleyball.
Oh, I hate park events though. God, it's hot.
If it's hot outside, sure. But do you know what I'm saying? Like if you're able to like get people together in a place, I think that can also feel really fun.
Yeah. But I think just like remembering to make it feel special, even if that's just with your free words, you can make something feel. Because I think the worst is when because like we always do something really fun for our birthdays and stuff, but also I think what makes the day feel like your birthday is the way people talk to you about it.
Sure.
At least for me as a Leo.
Yeah, absolutely. What should be the dating anniversary?
I think
the first date. Wait, what were you going to say?
I think it's totally up to you. I guess I assumed they were going to be like marriage.
The first date or when you become official.
We do first date.
We do first date, but also
we're lesbians,
official. So we were basically official after the first date.
Because once you get a little taste of Kenny, you cannot get enough.
I think that it's whatever you want it to be. I also think it's like if you started dating, for me, this is how I would go. Once again, it doesn't matter. This is like no one's going to put this on some kind of official document. I think if you started dating and then we're like pretty much only dating each other and then like started officially dating, I would just count from the date.
Yeah.
If you were like dating, but you're dating around and you're seeing lots of other people, then maybe I would count from the time you started just like.
Are we going to change our anniversary when we get married?
That's another question. Well, let me ask that question then, because that's the kind of question people want to know. Wait, this is a better question, actually. Which anniversary do you celebrate if you broke up and then got back together?
Okay, I think you do the one you got together. And I do think, because maybe I'm just like petty, you subtract the time that you weren't together. Because I've known people I swear, I've met so many people where they're like, well, my partner and I have been together for 8 years. I'm like, oh, wow. And they're like, well, we were together 2 years and then we broke up for 4. And then we've been together for however many years. I'm like, so that's not 8 years. You were broken up for, you know what I mean? And it's like, what is this? You're trying to like make me think you've been in this. To me, it's like, if you were broken up, that time got erased.
I do.
Unless you broke up for like a day.
Yeah, I do think though, if I were to meet someone and I was like, when did you start dating? And they were like, we started dating last week. And I'd be like, whoa, and you guys already are this serious? And they were like, well, we dated for 5 years and then we broke up for a year and then we got back together last week. I'd be like, wait, that also seems weird. So I think it's a hard question. I don't really know the answer. I think I personally would say in total, we've been together for 6 years.
Yeah.
And then if they were like, in total, what do you mean? Or if they asked more questions, I'd be like, yeah, we were, dated for this many years. And then, but yeah, I think if you dated for 1 year and then you were not together for 8 years, I think it depends on which one has more time.
Yeah,
the time you're together has to have more time than the time you're apart.
I think if you broke up for like a couple weeks or like a month, that's a different thing. But I'm like, if you broke up for multiple years, that's a new relationship in my opinion.
You say dunzo.
What?
You say
dunzo? Wait, what do you mean?
Like your anniversary date is dunzo.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Because I'm like, that's a different relationship
then,
at that point. But if it's just like, oh, we had to work through it. But I'm like, if you break up for like a couple days, it doesn't like really matter what your anniversary is because you're going to break up again anyways. Sorry.
Damn, hot take. Kendahl does not believe in reconciling.
If you're breaking up for a couple days, that's me at 18. Like, you're going to break up.
Sure. Favorite past celebrations you've attended as a couple?
Past celebrations.
We celebrate a lot. We stay
celebrating.
Lucky. We really, truly stay celebrating. I would say we've been to a couple really nice weddings together.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrating other people's love.
Yeah.
Our friends Artune and Christina had the most incredible wedding anyone's ever been to.
Oh, my God.
You've never been to a wedding as good as Artune and Christina's wedding.
It made us be like, well, it simultaneously made me want to have a wedding, but then I also was like, I can't have a wedding because my wedding will not be this good. So it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
It would just be embarrassing to invite them there. I would like be apologizing to them every 2 seconds.
Yeah. As they were ending the wedding, you could get a latte with latte art on top that looked like the two of them.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Unbelievable. And then in terms of celebrations for us, we went to New York for my birthday 2 years ago, and that was really fun. We saw Sweeney Todd with Annalie Ashford and Josh Groban. It was unbelievable. And we went to so many restaurants I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
We had a really nice time.
We also went to, I feel like it was super special. We got engaged and we went to Palm Springs.
Oh, yes.
That was really fun. And was like, I'd never been on like a surprise trip. I like didn't know I was going.
I surprised you with a proposal and then I was like, pack your bags. We're going to Palm Springs. It felt like we were on an episode of The Bachelorette.
It was really fun. Yeah. I loved that. I also love every year on my dad's birthday, we go and we do, Jordan like made this tradition, which is very sweet.
Because it's not just your dad, dad. And then one of my close friends, David, passed away a couple years ago. And Kendahl's dad and my friend David happened to have the same birthday. And
honestly, a same energy for life, I should say. They were just very like fun people.
Funny.
So we were like, what can we do to like honor them on that day? And I feel like, and then you were like, I feel like we should just do something we've never done before. So then every year on my dad and David's birthday, we do something we've never done before. So like 2 years ago, we went to omakase.
And did like an omakase sushi thing.
And we
at
the time had never done omakase sushi. And then I don't remember what we did this year, but I think this year, I don't remember, but
we did something else. I don't know. Yeah, but every year we've done something new and fun.
Yeah, something which I always think is really fun. And then we just kind of like talk about them a little bit.
What do we do this year?
I don't remember. For some reason in my head, we might have been out of town.
But I think we were like,
and I think we might have said something. Well, yeah, I think we might have been in Japan and have been like, well, we'd never done this before. So I think we kind of like, we're doing a lot of new things in March of May 5th, right?
Oh, we went up to your parents' house.
Oh.
The week before your dad's birthday. So like leading up to it.
Yeah.
And while we were up there, we did a winery tour.
Oh, yes. That's what we did.
And it was very fun.
Yeah. So we did. So we always do something new. So that's very fun.
Yeah.
We celebrate a lot.
We do celebrate a lot. We're so lucky.
I feel like sometimes we plan and then are like, what should this be celebrating?
Absolutely. I mean, and hey.
I love to celebrate.
We're dinks, as they say.
What?
Dual income, no kids.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Best way to celebrate dating anniversary after getting married. I think it's like marriage anniversary vacation, dating anniversary dinner.
Bougie.
I don't know.
Such an unhelpful advice. He said, so I'm thinking yacht.
Yeah, I'm thinking wedding anniversary is Bali and dating anniversary is Copenhagen.
I think you don't. Well, okay, it's really up to you. If you want to celebrate both, that's super fun. Like, it doesn't really, it's like cute. It's fun.
Why not celebrate?
That's
There are so many bad things in the world. Why not take every opportunity possible to celebrate your love? If you're both excited about your dating anniversary and your marriage anniversary, like, why not celebrate?
But I think to me, if you're talking Instagram, you post one. Like, don't post. I mean, if you really want to, do whatever you want. But to me, it's like if you were posting like 5 years as a couple and then the next day you're posting 1 year as a married couple, I'd be like, enough content, please.
Yeah, I would say for posting, it's marriage.
It's marriage, yeah.
Unless you hit something really big. Like if you're like, we've been together for 10 years. I'm like, you could post.
Oh, yeah. Also, I think you're going to always be wanting to share wedding photos, probably.
Sure.
So if you have any chance to put a wedding photo, you're putting a wedding photo.
You spent that money on those?
We are going to have like a courthouse wedding, but I'm going to have 18 photographers to get every angle at every moment to make sure that the photos. I heard recently a lot of wedding photographers are quitting because it's too much. Because people are so obsessed with the like voyeuristic is the wrong word to use, but people are obsessed with the like casual look, like the we didn't know you were there, and versus it used to be like they were there, but then after the wedding after the ceremony, they would have everyone come and like take photos where they're all standing. And now people don't want that. And they're like, it's too stressful. Like people are so, and a lot of people nowadays are having weddings. It used to be like, we're having a wedding and we're hiring a photographer. A lot of photographers online were saying now people are like having weddings for the photos. Like they're having a wedding, but like the way everything has been decorated, the way that everything, it's like made for the photos.
Okay.
And they're like, it's too much. It's just way too much stress.
Why is that too much?
It like pressure. It's not too much for them to ask. It's just like it's so stressful, which like I do understand. Oh my God. Have you seen the TikTok drama? Sorry to go off for a second.
Sepia bride?
I don't know what that is. No.
Okay, never mind.
But I want to hear about that. Sorry. Do I have something on my lip?
No.
I think I did.
You didn't. Kendall's worst fear is that she has something in her teeth.
Yeah. It really ruins my life.
Nothing's on your lips.
Okay.
Kendall will be telling me a really important thing and then stop mid-sentence to go, do I have something in my teeth? And then show me all her teeth. And I'm like, no, I would have said something.
It's disgusting when people say
Kendall,
their teeth.
oh, relax.
Have you seen the TikTok drama of the girl that was like, she posted a TikTok being like, me painting a live portrait at this woman's wedding.
Yes, I saw that.
And then the comments, it was like thousands of comments being like, this is the ugliest painting I've ever seen.
Sure.
And then she was like, everyone was like, I hope this costs $25. And then she posted a TikTok being like, I charged $950 for this. And everyone was like freaking out. And I couldn't decide if I felt bad or kind of agreed with them.
What I think is stupid about that is that if you've hired a person to do a live painting at your wedding, you've already seen other examples of that. And you already know what their artistic style is. Yeah. So if they do it and then you don't like it because you don't like the style of it, I'm like, well, didn't you look at their portfolio? If you didn't, you're an idiot. If it's totally different than everything else in their portfolio and they didn't consult you, that I guess feels weird to me. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it was more cartoony, and I'm like, this could be a couple that like wanted a car, because you would assume they've seen other, I don't know, but
and then it doesn't matter what a stranger on the internet wants. It's what the couple wants.
But it's just a lot of pressure. Like weddings have become very much like an Instagrammable thing.
Sure.
That even people who are like not influencers are like, I need to have this $150,000 wedding and I need the pictures to be like, I think that's the first thing. That's what I said. I was like, the one thing I would really care about would be like my dress or suit, I don't know, and the pictures. Whereas used to people were getting married and they'd be like, oh, and we should have a photographer there.
Yes, I hear that.
And the photos would be like posed.
Yes, yeah. And people still do that sometimes. Yeah. What I was going to bring up was what I was talking about, which is sepia bride. And other people might be saying sepia bride. If you say that, that's between you and God. But I say sepia. And sepia bride is this woman who was mad that when she got her wedding photos, they were all in like sepia tone. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, that's like browner.
It's kind of like more brownish, yeah. And then she was like, I'm trying to, I don't know, sue them or get my money back or whatever, because these like are so much more sepia. But then when you look at the person's portfolio, all the photos look like that. I'm like, you don't have any legs to stand on. Your photographer's photos from your wedding will look like what their portfolio looks like, and you looked at that portfolio before you hired them, and that is that. But weddings and brides out of control. Out of control.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, though. It's like shifted. I hadn't even thought about it until I saw this TikTok, but I was like, oh, weddings are very different now because it's like it is a social media event for a lot of people, which is so like, how are we going to get the best photos? And I like never thought about how stressful that would be for photographers.
Yeah.
Which like doesn't mean it's wrong, but like it's kind of like it's a lot riding on you because you're not just in charge of the photos. It's kind of like, was this wedding worth it?
Sure.
Which is like what a lot of, I think,
but that's not up to you. And if people feel that way, that's between them and their partner. That's not about you. How do I respect my partner if they go super in for milestones, but I don't? I think you have to sit down and have a conversation about what is important to both of you. For example, Kendahl and I do not care about Valentine's Day.
No.
At all. We never do anything for Valentine's Day.
No, I guess we don't really, do we?
No.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't care about Valentine's Day.
We say Happy Valentine's Day.
I guess.
We like I always ask you for my Valentine.
Kendahl always asks me to be her Valentine. That's fun. That's just fun. That's flirty. But we don't do anything for Valentine's Day. A couple years ago, we went and saw Magic Mike XXL, but like that was kind of it. We don't like do things for Valentine's Day. Well, no, that was huge. That was huge. That was a
big moment for us.
We loved that. But we don't like do stuff for Valentine's Day. No. We also don't do stuff normally for our anniversary.
No. I mean, but we are also, I don't know, we're very lucky in general. So I feel like we're like, if we go out to eat all the time, we do trips all the time. So I think it's like,
yes,
it doesn't feel, I mean, this Valentine's Day, we were about to leave the next week for Japan. So I think it's like a not relatable feeling of just kind of like, I mean, we're already.
But we never do Valentine's Day and we never really have, but we always do birthdays.
That's true. We go big for birthdays.
We go big for birthdays and that's kind of it. That's our thing. We go big for birthdays and we go big for like all of our close friends' birthdays.
But I think it's also like because it feels like I'm showing you how much I care about you. Like even to our friends, it's like I'm showing you how much I love you versus like I feel like which is a nice thing to have set aside because I think whereas like our relationship, we talk about how happy we are all the time with each other or whatever. Yeah. But it's like it's nice to have a day just dedicated to a person. So it feels kind of like when I show you specifically I don't know, it's nice to give your partner just a day where you're like everything's about you. Absolutely. And it's everything you want to do. And so I think we both find joy in doing that.
Yes, 100%. So but I think you have to sit down and get on the same page with your partner about what is the day, what is the milestone.
Yeah.
Is it an anniversary? Is it a Valentine's Day? Is it a birthday? Is it the holidays? What is the thing that you guys want to be your thing? And if your partner's like really into milestones, I would either say like just go along with it or have something that like you also are really passionate about in terms of your relationship that like you step up for. You just have to pick a day and then you and your partner be on the same page about that day. And then also if your partner's thing is like, I'm really into gifts. My love language is acts of service and gift giving. So I do those regularly and celebrating is part of that. I'm like, great. You just have to contribute in your own way.
Yeah. And if you find yourself, because I struggle with this sometimes, if you're like, oh my God, I'm so bad at gifts. Like not even bad at gifts, but it just creeps up on you because it's a lot. Sometimes I'm like, it's Christmas and I need to get everyone a gift. And then everyone has a birthday. And then every time I go on a trip, I have to bring home. It's like a lot.
Sure.
I feel like we do this and live by it, which is like we have a box in our room where we're like, throughout the year, we buy gifts for people because you'll just be at like a coffee shop and you're like, oh my God, this is so perfect for Colin. But it's like Colin just had a birthday, so why would I get him that? And it's like, just get it. And then you just have this box of presents that are like so thoughtful because they feel so specific for these people. And there have been moments where I've been like, oh my God, it's this person's birthday tomorrow. Oh my God, I got them a present 2 years ago.
Yes, the gift box is a savior. And it just sits in your house and you just go through it. You just put things in it all year. And it's so much better than just being like, oh my gosh, so-and-so's birthday is tomorrow. I have to run out and find them something random.
Yeah.
You already have something that you've just put in 5 months ago that was so special and thoughtful that you saw and it made you think of them. It's like what gift giving should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's very nice.
I live and die by the gift box. I'll never not have a gift box.
Yeah.
Ever again. And
also, don't threaten me.
Yeah. Hey, we're never not having that. And I think it's nice too because sometimes I'll see something for someone and I'll be like, well, I'm not going to buy it right now. I'll get it later. But then of course you forget.
Yeah, you forget.
So you have to buy it in the moment and then you have to put it in your gift box. And this will change your life. You have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is celebrating month, like together for 5 months, anniversaries embarrassing after a certain age?
Oh no.
Nothing is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Nothing in the world is embarrassing unless you're rude.
I think the longer you're together, the cuter it is. Like if someone posts like happy 1 month anniversary,
You're like,
not,
okay.
It's like,
that's
it's a
kind
little
of embarrassing. Yeah.
It's a little embarrassing. If you were like married for 20 years and you're like, happy 860th month anniversary, I'd be like, okay, kind of cute.
That's cute. Yeah, if you treat it like a baby.
Yeah. That's
you're like our
cute.
relationship is 28 months old.
I just think when you're posting like happy 1 month, happy 2 month, it feels way too involved. I'm like, I'm witnessing this while you guys are like still figuring out if you want to be in a relationship, and that feels like way too much for me.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, I do strongly stand by the fact that I don't think anything is cringe.
I don't stand by that.
If you don't make it cringe.
Well, yeah. Wait, did you post? I can't remember.
Did I post something cringe?
Well, no, I know that. Answer to that. No, did we post like 6 month, happy 6 months?
Let's look. I don't know.
How are you going to find that?
Just scroll back. I feel like I posted something about your... maybe I posted
you posted a Valentine's Day
thing
post.
one
I remember
time.
you posted a Valentine's Day post.
Let's see.
We were also being so cringe. It's cute, but we were being cringe on TikTok when Jordan and I first started dating because we were long distance and neither of us had like a TikTok following really. So we were just like posting, and they're all still up, I would assume, like posting little like love letters to each other on TikTok.
But that's what TikTok was at the time, right? TikTok was a place for you to kind of be your most embarrassing self. Everyone was doing sexy dances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like TikTok was a safe space for lesbians until it wasn't. Let's see. I don't know.
I don't know how you'd find that. You'd have to scroll back 4 years and you post
I think I thought it wouldn't be that hard, but now I'm
hard.
like also the
I mean, if you went to archive and did like February 20, yeah, I don't know. You definitely posted Valentine's Day, but I don't know if you posted 6 months.
Yeah, I feel like Valentine's Day was for sure one, which is once again is so bizarre because we don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Whoa.
And that was that Valentine's Day we got into that one big fight.
I know, but I hadn't been, you know.
I found one. Okay, so this is one from January 23rd of 2022 where you got me a cake asking me to be your Valentine, which you do always do.
But that was after I already lived with you.
I know. I'm just saying there's a cute thing we did.
I do. Or last year I got you a cookie cake that said, will you be my Valentine?
Kendall always asked me to be her Valentine. And I don't know how that tradition got started.
I think I just usually want a baked good and I'm like, oh, it's January. Let me have the lady write something on it. Anytime I'm at like a bakery and they're like, do you want me to write something on it? I'm always like,
oh, she loves that.
I'm like, the world is ours. I get so excited. I'm like, yes, let me think. What could you write on it?
She absolutely loves that. Okay. Let's see what I have so far. We posted on Valentine's Day I think the first time I ever posted about you was Valentine's Day 2021.
What'd you say? What was the caption?
Oh, no. This makes me sick. Happy Valentine's Day to the cutest, sweetest, most generous person I've ever met. One time she sent my dog a postcard. I love her so dang much.
Oh my God, I did do that. I sent Angel a card with one of my socks in it.
Yes.
Because Angel loves socks, right?
Yes, that you did do that. I'm seeing if we posted an anniversary thing, but I don't think we did. I don't know if we've probably posted an anniversary thing at one point.
It's funny because you know how people will be like, the worse your relationship is, the longer the posts get. And I was like, I do feel like it's true because I feel like now we're such in a good place where the posts will be like, happy Valentine's Day, idiot.
Yeah. Love you, fucker.
Yeah.
I'm like, all of them are just pictures of us from vacation. I feel like we don't have any. Wow, we go on vacation so much. Honestly, that's awesome.
I think we always do birthday posts, though. We always do birthday posts.
We always do a birthday post.
Yeah, just whatever is important to you. And I think if, like, you know, just do your best. But I think it's always, like, the intentionalness of it. And if you've forgotten, like, if you've been like, I did not plan enough for this birthday, I really do think that you can phone in a birthday.
I disagree, but Kendahl lives and dies by this.
No, I don't live and die by this.
Kendahl lives and she dies by this.
I don't phone in your birthday. I'm just saying, like, if you're like, I don't know how to, just continue to be like, you walk into a coffee shop, write birthday girl on the cup. Just make everything birthday themed.
True. And Kendahl loves to gift a self-care thing.
I do.
Kendahl loves to gift a self-care thing.
Yeah. I love to
World
go to Target
Market.
and spend $75 for someone I just met on candles and
absolutely. And like a face mask and a body scrub and a book and you love a self-care bag.
Yeah, that's what I
usually do.
do.
What I did, my favorite thing to give or receive when I was a child, which I wish I could remember the origin of this, but I remember being at a birthday party and seeing a girl received a purse. And then there was tons of stuff inside the purse. And I remember being like, that
It's fun.
Is it?
That's what I do.
It. So for the rest of my growing up, I would always give someone like a purse or a backpack or like something with other things in it that I thought they would like.
Yeah.
I just thought that was so much fun. And still as an adult, I still think that.
Oh yeah, that's a really fun gift. I remember like when you see on Instagram people get like their kids a backpack with like a Mickey backpack, and they open it and it's like, oh, they have like a Mickey Mouse water, like they're gonna go to Disney. They're getting told they're gonna go to Disney. They have like a Mickey Mouse water bottle, a Mickey Mouse blanket, like stuff, travel snacks. Like I've always thought that's so fun.
Yeah. What would be the perfect gift for you from someone who like really likes you but doesn't know you that well?
Money.
No,
I mean like a gift card.
Okay, but what if you're getting into a relationship?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kendahl says,
I mean, honestly,
cold,
still a gift
hard
card.
cash.
Someone that I just started dating.
Yeah, let's say you've been dating. It's your 1 month anniversary. What's an appropriate gift that feels like appropriate and thoughtful, but you would also enjoy?
I think taking me out to a nice dinner.
Okay.
Like I think taking me out, like I think picking me up, but doing the most for the dinner. I think like picking me up with flowers.
Okay.
And like taking me out to a nice dinner.
Okay.
And being like, get whatever you want. It's expensive, honestly, but
yeah.
it's
But
not
what
like
about
really
a
little
gift?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a gift.
No, I guess I'm trying to give people options out here.
For a month?
1 month, a gift.
1 month.
What my family would probably constitute as a happy. You get something, a little something. It's so nice, it's so thoughtful, but it's not a big gift. It's just a happy.
I would probably go on Etsy and like Google, or I would go on Etsy and into the search bar put like one of their interests. And then if nothing really good shows up, another interest. Nothing good shows up. You know what I mean?
Their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you can get like a cute, like little thing that feels like nice though and was special. Although honestly, if you've only been dating a month, you probably won't have time to order off Etsy.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe just like, I mean, I would probably do like a fucking self-care basket. Like that's probably what I do. Probably go get a basket.
For you.
Oh, for me.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was me now saying what I would get for someone.
No. What would you get? What would be the perfect gift for you?
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Gosh, that was so obvious. I don't know why. For me, I would want a gift card.
Kendahl.
I really would. Like
where?
Outback Steakhouse.
Okay.
I would like a or like a jelly cat stuffed animal maybe.
Cute. Okay.
I think that's a good one. Like for a month, like a cute stuffed animal. Because then you can like cuddle it at night. I'd be like, oh my God, it's like my girlfriend.
That's
cute. But I love going to Outback Steakhouse.
Sure you do. Yes, you do. I love that.
Yeah. What about you?
I think a candle is always a good gift. Unless someone has
It feels a little less
asthma or something. Well, my dad can't light candles because it bothers his asthma.
That doesn't feel really personal enough for dating for a month.
No, but if it's like a candle that's something specific to me. So like, I love.
Smells like my farts or something. They make those.
What?
They make those.
Kendahl.
They do. What? Don't make me edit that out. They do make those.
You don't have to edit it out, but no, that's not what I want. I don't want a candle that smells like your farts for a 1 month anniversary, but thank you. I want a candle that like, that I love like citrus fruits.
Yeah.
I love like yuzu, lime, calamansi, satsuma, something like that. Like a citrus candle, or like, let's say like.
You're such a brag. You said every word but orange and lemon.
I said lime.
You say in these words I've never even.
Kendahl.
Satsuma.
That's a type of orange.
I know, but
that's what I'm saying. Like a nicer candle. Like a candle that's like, you know what I mean? Like something that really feels like, oh, I know what you like. Or let's say like I like love like cookies. They have candles out there that are like milk and cookies, whatever. Like find like a candle that really is something.
Or like
that's
their home state.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Like something that's like indicative of me. And then maybe like my favorite candy.
Yeah. That's great. Oh yeah, always throw a little. I think with gifts it is quantity over quality sometimes.
And I so strongly disagree
for
with
newer stuff. Like for you, I would be more likely like to get you a big thing you've been wanting for a long time. But like when you're first meeting someone, or you have a friend that you're like but not you're not like, even if they're a good friend. I'm like, a basket of just a bunch of kind of stuff they like a little bit is fun, and it feels like fun to open,
but not junk.
No, bougie stuff.
Yeah. Kind of loves to spend money. Truthful.
On birthdays, yeah.
In general.
Because to me, a perfect gift is something that a person wants, but they'll never buy for themselves.
100%.
And
That's
so to me, it's like,
true.
what do you want? It's what you want is to go to Target and like raid. Well, it's just what I want. It's like raid the self-care aisle. But you're like, that's not necessary. Like, I need to pay for this and I need to pay down my debt, so I shouldn't be buying 6 face masks. But it's like, for your birthday, I'm going to give you so many face masks.
So what do you want? What do you want for this birthday then?
Well, you're taking me to Mexico.
Sure.
So that's it.
But if you could get something else.
If I could have anything in the world, it would be the collector's edition of the Bridgerton books. Okay. And I told you that the other day.
Yes, and I'm not getting that for you for your birthday, to be clear.
Okay, cool.
Because we're going to Mexico.
Well, what am I going to read in Mexico?
One of the 700 other books you've purchased recently.
What's the one I just got?
I don't even know.
It's called...
I thought you were talking about the fantasy one.
No, I just bought the book Priory of an Orange Tree, which is like 800 pages and is I kept having to ask Jordan every 2 seconds what this word meant, and you didn't even know half of them, which is how hard it was.
Kendahl should not be reading this book. But you just got a book called
The Ride of Her Life.
The Ride of Her Life.
It's a lesbian novel. Because I was like, after Priory of an Orange Tree, I'm going to want to read something that's like so just silly. But also I was like, it could be a fun birthday trip read where like, you know, it's just like a very silly book about this girl that it's a Hallmark. It's like she finds out she owns this farm that she like got passed down to her, of course. And then when she goes there's a girl who like works, I think she's the farrier for the horses.
What's a farrier?
The person who does like the shoes on the horse. Yeah.
Okay.
And they are enemies, and then they like fall in love.
Enemies to lovers.
And
I hate enemies to lovers.
That's my favorite.
I hate it.
Hate when in a book it's like a romance, and I'm like, the only reason I'm here is to watch you guys be like fall in love. And in the beginning of the book, they're already like, we're in love. I'm like,
I'm just like, what is enemies to lovers? You both have bad judgment?
Well, no, it's like miscommunication every time, which doesn't make sense.
So you both are bad at communicating.
Well, I think most of the time it's like you don't know that. Most of the time I feel like in a good enemies to lovers, it's like you guys just met. So it's like you have perceptions about the other one, and like one of them is being rude, but it's because of XYZ.
So then you're judgy.
No, one of them is being rude to the other one.
So then you're rude.
Yes, but then they know they're being rude. And then by the end, the character arc makes it to where like enemies to lovers is like by the end, their character arcs have happened in a way in which they realize where the other was coming from. And then they're both better and they fall in love. And it's like really hot because they like hate fuck.
Enemies to lovers is simply not for me.
Best Bridgerton season was enemies to lover.
That's true. But I actually don't like that they're enemies that much. That's like, if it could be different, I would have it be different.
The scene where he's like, just go inside. And then he comes up to her and he sniffs her. And then she's like, you vex me. It's like so hot. Versus like, I loved this season. Sorry, season 3. I did love season 3. But where they're just like, we're in love. Should we have sex? And then they like have like very just like sweet sex. I'm like, you know what I mean?
All right.
Sorry.
Okay. Yo, you were snoring?
No, I wasn't.
At her boobs?
No, I was not snoring at those.
Are you Australian? You got so horny it made you Australian?
I actually loved season 3. But season 2, I loved season 2. And I'm pretty sure it did the worst out of all 3 seasons. Isn't that interesting?
Season 2?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it's like everyone thinks it's the best season. Drop in the comments if you think it's the best season.
Well, they're both so hot. Everyone is hot on that show, but like they're on the guy. Well, also maybe the guy who plays Anthony.
He's gay.
He's gay. Anthony. Why am I?
Anthony.
Anthony.
I think
is gay, which like you can't tell because but it like adds something very spicy in a good way.
Yeah.
And then the girl who plays Kate, Simone, I can't remember her last name.
Yeah.
Is just like so beautiful. I just like, but I don't know everyone. But then it's like everyone in every season was beautiful. I mean, season 3 they were both hot, and then
No.
Well, okay.
Colin's not hot. Sorry, Bridgerton
you know
freaks. Colin's not hot.
I was like, Colin is one of those weird people where I'm like, I'm looking at his face, and also I will say it's different in real life. I'm not talking about the actor who plays Colin.
No. We're talking about the characters.
Like the way that they have done him up in season 3. I said to you, I was like, it's not that he's not. I'm looking at this man and I'm like looking at his features and I'm being like, he is hot. And I was like, but something about him gives me uncanny valley.
I mean, he's also not acting hot. Like he's not behaving in a hot way.
Yes, that's true.
Whereas I think like Anthony like behaves in a hot way a little bit more.
Well, I think that's
And what's his name? The first guy? What's his name? Simon?
Simon.
Simon's behaving in a hot way.
his eyebrow is at the ceiling 24/7.
I love it. I love it.
My only issue with season 3 is that when I read the books, I read the season 3 book.
Yeah.
And the characters in the book are kind of unlikable. And so, in my opinion, and Penelope, what is this, like Bridgerton?
This is the Bridgerton recap podcast now.
No, I'm just like, people were like, Nicola Coughlan is like kind of playing to, they were like, her character's just kind of like desperate seeming. And I'm like, yeah, that's what the book is. Like, to me, the books, like, she made that character way more likable than the books. In the books, it's literally...
She's a bibliophile.
What's that?
A bibliophile?
Yeah.
Guess. Listen to the word.
A person who's obsessed with books?
Yeah.
I don't like... I like the show better, is my point.
Okay.
I'm saying in the book, or in the show, she's like, I think...
I just never thought we'd be at a point where you'd be being like, the book versus the show.
Well, because Bridgerton, everyone is like comparing the two. And I'm like, have you read the books? They're not good. I'm sorry. Like, they're really not. And so when in the book, all it is, Penelope's book, is a inner monologue of her being like, I'm such a loser and I'm so in love with this man. And then he's so rude to her all the time, which not even in a bad way. Like, he's her best friend's older brother. Like, it's not that crazy. But then, like, immediately he's like, actually want a bone? And she's like, thank God, I love you. Like, she's not a girl boss character. Like, she's not a character where you're like pop off queen. Like, that's not Penelope in general.
Sure.
And the show made her way more that than she was in the book.
Well, Shonda, she Shondified it.
She Shondified it. Exactly.
She made it better.
My point is the characters in season 2 are just like, hot in the books, hot on screen, hot. They're just hot.
Okay.
And the script is hot.
Kendall loves
Bridgerton.
It's
just hot. It's like when he sniffs her, I gotta get you to do that to me.
Okay.
Sniff me like that?
Sure.
You would not. I guarantee I do not smell as good as the girl who plays Kate.
Well, he also hates her. So if I just walked up to you and sniffed you while
you
were
her,
kissing,
he needs her.
But if I just walked up to you and sniffed you in our house that we own together, you would be like,
well, I'd immediately go, oh, does it smell bad?
Do I smell bad? Do I smell bad? Is there something in my teeth?
Oh, man. If you're celebrating this week, you must be, because it's my birthday. Happy birthday, me. Happy birthday. Oh, I love my birthday.
Yeah. If your birthday is also this week, congratulations on being a Leo. Congratulations on having the same birthday week as Kendall. Yeah, let us know if your birthday's this week.
Comment down below. I really do think that people born in August are different. Like, I feel like we just have a brighter light within us.
All right.
Well, I have the same birthday as Barack Obama. I have the same birthday as Greta Gerwig. I have the same birthday as Meghan Markle.
If you've ever met Kendall in real life, she's probably told you that she shares her birthday with these people.
Kendall who's the fourth one? Queen Elizabeth.
Kendall's obsessed with telling people who she shares a birthday with.
Because it's literally dream blunt rotation.
No, it's not.
It's literally, most people, it's like one cool celebrity and then a bunch of people that you're like, who? I'm like, literally mine is all royalty.
Kendall.
And the Sprouse twins, if you want icing on the cake.
Great. I will not be at the house when you hit that blunt. That's all I'll say. Thank you so much for watching this week. Happy birthday again to Kendall. We are filming in the Spotify office as always, so you can listen
which
to
they've renamed today the Kendallify offices.
Kendall. You can listen to this on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch us on YouTube and subscribe to our Patreon. It's not that expensive and you get a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, you get extra episodes and no ads.
100%. Incredible. All right. Well, happy Kendall's birthday to us all.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye. Happy birthday, me.